Ever woke up realizing that you have a math exam in the next couple of hours? And what do? Do you study within those remaining hours, or do you cheat? I know that I've been in like many situations where I had this, and I'm pretty sure you guys had a lot also. So I'll be talking about cheating and its effects on math tests. Mike Hardcastle, a former writer for About.com, said that when you cheat, the person who gets hurt the most is you. I'll be going over why students cheat, how they cheat, and some effects. According to the Educational Testing Service, here are some reasons why students cheat. There's no honor code. Penalty is not severe. Faculty support of academic integrity policies is low. Little chance of getting caught. Students with lower GPA, required courses not in their major, heavy workload, and one that I found pretty funny because I'm an engineering major is business and engineering majors are most likely to cheat. Yeah. These are some ways students are cheating on their tests. Everyone knows like kind of the old technique as for A, 1, 2 for B, 1, 2, 3 for C, and 4 knots for D. Another one is they found that a lot of people were writing on their hands or writing on an eraser. And another old technique was sitting by the smart kid in class. But over kind of gotta give ourselves credit as students, we've become pretty clever. So we came up with new stuff, and this research found that they're putting the answers on the calculator, and they're passing it around, and passing the calculator to friends, and they put the answer. Or you guys we're texting Google for help. And another one that I found pretty clever was we're writing formulas on beverages. So I have a picture. What I mean by this one, what this person did was a normal Coke bottle. They took off the paper part, they scanned it, they erased like the wordings, so right here it's blank. And then here's all the formulas. So from a distance, you can't really tell. It just looks like a regular Coke bottle. I thought that was really clever. Alright, so when you cheat, it's pretty you feel a bit relieved after cheating, but honestly, I'm going to talk about what consequences of cheating. Number one, you're not fully learning or understanding the material. So if someone, like your friend, asks for help, or on the next test you have similar questions, you're not going to be able to answer it because you cheated the first time and you don't really understand it. Second one, if you have to take a lot of math courses, and if the basic foundation of your math isn't that strong, you're going to pretty much go insane when you have to hit the advanced classes. And third, you'll continue to rely on cheating as an exit door to your tough situations in math, and that's not really good, having a habit like that. And now that you know why students cheat, hopefully you'll remember this and choose wisely on your next exam.
Joe, what did you think?
I thought it was alright. I thought he kind of read too much off the board and he wasn't really looking at us, but he kind of taught me a lot of new ways to cheat. And he did have a lot of information on it, and he did kind of, he didn't really look at the audience, and I don't think he went the full 6 to 8 minutes. But other than that, it was pretty good.
All right. Yeah, it was 4 minutes, so it's a little sketchy on the content. You need to pump it up a bit. I like the information that you had at the beginning, trying to justify why we're talking about this, and you had some good information about who's likely to cheat and why they're likely to cheat. You could perhaps talk about an example or some students who've talked about those sorts of things. You only have the one method that you were talking about, and it was an interesting one, and you visualized it very well. And it's pretty creative. But there are a whole bunch of other ones with technology nowadays that are happening all the time. People have their cell phones on their desk. They take pictures of the tests and text, and email them to their friends in other classes, who then give answers and text back. That's one of the reasons that you're not supposed to be having your cell phone out and texting during class, that kind of stuff. So it's a little weird the way people do those kinds of things. I thought you did a nice job trying to show that you are not really advocating this. You're really just talking about some of the ways that people cheat. The visual was, I thought, very strong. You explained the whole process there. You showed us what was going on. Everybody reacted to it pretty strongly. I thought that you had a pretty good centered position on what was going on there. It just needed more content. I'm going to agree with Joe about the delivery. You have a tendency to look down and read. You need to talk to us a bit more. And it shouldn't be that hard for you to cheat that out, because you could put your notes on a visual and maybe not have to look down at your notes all the time. All right. Thank you.